Hello YouTube friends, Alicia back here with you. This is another video on creating ephemera with what you have and another budget friendly way to create ephemera. So what you see in front of you is neon paints, and these are from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree and Dollarama both have them. Well, I think most dollar stores have them, but Dollar Tree and Dollarama have them for $1.50. Of course, they used to be $1.25, but everything's going up. And I actually need to stock up on some of the regular colors because I am running low and I do go through quite a bit of them. But these are the neon colors, and I purchased them the other day. I kind of wanted them for a while, but I was out shopping with my niece and she wanted them for a project that she wanted to do. So I agreed that it was time to purchase them, and like I said, I purchased them just recently. I don't know if there's more colors. I haven't seen more colors. I was kind of wishing there was a neon orange as well as a neon purple, and you'd think there would be, but I didn't see it. So I grabbed the 5 that they had. And if you've worked with dollar store paint, not all of their paint, but this particular brand of acrylic paint, you know that it's super runny, which honestly doesn't bother me. For $1.50, I don't care. So what I did was I made, my base was the paper bag that I'm videoing on, and I just went through and made color swatches as well as stenciled on them to make ephemera. And what inspired this is these paints here, and you're going to see that I have a pile of them. They are the, let's find them. The Dina Wakley paints, and they've come out in, this is the fluorescent. They've come out in fluorescent colors, and I've really wanted them for a while. I have not, as you can tell, bought, well, I guess you wouldn't know, I have not bought all the fluorescent colors. I have bought in a couple. I have the yellow as well, but I have, you can't really see it. Let me lift my camera a second. A spice rack that I keep them all in, which is an amazing storage. I love these for storage. I initially found my first one, 4 spices, at Canadian Tire, and then I found the rest of them at the thrift store. I can no longer find them at Canadian Tire or anywhere that they're reasonably priced other than the thrift store, but that is what I store my paints in. It's called Swivel and Store. So other thing I'm going to show you that was really budget friendly is, years ago Lindsay the Frugal Crafter recommended stencil packs from the States, or from Amazon, sorry, but she obviously lives in the States, and so I ordered them stateside, as this is not one of them, as these stencils in Canada, these same packs are not a frugal tip anymore, and with the Canadian exchange, I honestly don't know that they'd be a good investment anymore, but there was tons of them in this one pack, and as you can see, they get tons of use. They are my most used stencils just because they're super easy to grab, and they're just designs. Like, they're not anything specific. It's like, you know, it's not like it's a cat or a dog. I can put these designs on anything I want to put them on. And the other one that I took off is a diamond stencil. I don't know who created that. It is one of my favorite stencils, but it was given to me. Okay, now to get to the project, you see what it, like this, well, this was the project, was cutting, the start of it was paper bag and using the dollar store paints. And I'm going to show you something else actually real quick. So I have the Stoked paint and neon paint. There is a bit of a color variation. This one actually looks brighter, but I don't know. I haven't done them side by side, and maybe I will, just so you can get a true comparison. I can tell you that this is a lot thicker than this paint. So if you're wanting something for a thick application, this won't work. But if you're just wanting to play like I was, and you've been inspired with all the scribble sticks and all of the really bright colors that are coming out, give this a try. So I'm gonna take this away. I made these tags. This is Tim Holtz ephemera, and this is 49 in market, and just some trim, 49 in market. And then I just backed them on cardstock. But I mean, I've used both paints. The Dina Wakley ones are thicker. Like I said, they might even be like smoother. But for something like this, I think this works phenomenal. And the other thing is, you can use, so these are $1.50, they're dollar store ones. The Dina Wakley ones are $6 a bottle. So I can use as much as the dollar store ones I want and not worry about running out at $6 a bottle for 1 ounce. And the dollar store one being 4 ounces. For projects like this, I'm going to use my dollar store paint. Not to say that I won't get the rest of the Dina Wakley paint, because as you can tell, I like it, and I most likely will, just not to paint on a surface that I'm going to be covering up like this. I also made these letter tiles with ultra thick embossing powder and stamps and distress ink. And that's that, and then this is just the little tiny piece I had left over. So what I do when I'm creating something like this, try and get these in camera, is I go through, I have all my embellishments, or a good portion of my embellishments on a clip it up rack that I've made, and I have a couple of them. And so I'll go through and I'll grab the packages of ephemera I want to use for the project, and that way it limits my supplies and it makes it easier to just go through and create, because I can only create with what I have grabbed off of my clip it up ephemera holder, or what I have right in front of me on my desk. I do have other things on my desk and behind me, but it keeps things easy, and it keeps things fairly uniform because all the ephemera is coming from the same sets. So that is what I was going to show you today. If you've been wondering about the acrylic paints, like I said, I can't say that they're the same quality. They're not, but they can give you the same fun techniques, same fun results. You can't do heavy body paint techniques with dollar store paint unless you add a thickener to them. But like I said, you can paint a paper bag and get pretty much the same results as you would with any other paint. And I just love how they turned out, and I think they're fun. So I hope you guys give that a try if you can afford the more expensive paints, or if you already have the dollar store paints, don't be afraid to use them like you would any other higher end supply.